Okay, yo, welcome back, welcome to the channel. It is, you know who I am. You clicked on the video. Okay, welcome back, guys. So, we're gonna do something a little different today. We're gonna switch it up just a tad bit. So, as some of you guys that know that have been watching my channel, some of you may not know, this may be your first time, but I am planning on going to the Army this year. Actually, here's my little packet right here. Gotta finish filling that bad boy out. And yes, and then I gotta get, that whole process started. I had to wait on some stuff to finish up before I did all that. But anyway, I plan on going in the next few months, and I was like, it'd be kind of cool to see, okay, well, I need to preface this a little bit. So I've heard, because I've just been talking to people. I have some family that's still in the military, Army specifically, and then I have just friends and stuff that are in or already went through and that are still in, stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, things are a little bit different now, but it's different, but it's still like it's good or whatever. So I was actually I was thinking, I should do like a boot camp video, basically seeing what basic training would be like, and how it was, and then how it is right now. So I got this one right here, and this one's from, says it was put out March 16th, 2020, but it's kind of the old way of how they did stuff, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's a new video that Army has put out for how 2021 is now. People told me stuff like there's something called the shark attack. They were like they don't do that or something. And there's all these different guidelines and stuff with COVID. I don't know exactly, but we're gonna start off with the old ones. It's gonna be two-parted, so this will be the first part of it right here. And then then we'll watch the second one on another video. So let's get into this and let's see what my future will look like. Let's do it. And this guy right here, right in his face, this guy looks a tad bit nervous already, just starting.
Why are you moving? Why are you moving?
This is Army.
Look, I'm not laughing at that. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at that dude, because I have no idea what this is like. And I'm sure I'm probably going to find myself in this. Oh dang! Hold on. Let me fix this really fast. All right. Looks like I got to start this video over because my thing mixed up. All right, so I'm not laughing a little at Buddy right there because I don't know how tough this is as of yet, but just his eyes are so big and he was like he was nervous, and oh man, all right, let's start this over.
Why are you moving? Why are you moving?
Oh boy.
This is Army Boot Camp. Before they join the United States Army, all recruits have to graduate from a 22-week program known as One Station Unit Training, also known as OSUT.
That's kind of cool.
It happens here at Fort Benning, a 182,000-acre military installation that straddles the Alabama-Georgia border about 100 miles southwest of Atlanta. Every year, more than 18,000 soldiers graduate.
Also, guys, if you hear me sniffling and stuff a lot in this, and I probably sneeze a few times, my bad. These past 2 weeks, I have been outside a ton, and my allergies are really, really acting up. You can probably tell by how red my eyes are. It's just been a rough past few days. So I've been trying to do medicine and stuff, little allergy medicine. Speaking of which, I'm about to grab some tissue. But yeah, my bad in case you see that.
Before joining the more than 470,000 people actively serving in the Army.
13, 14, 15.
Although most of the recruits that we saw during our time there were male, recruits trained together in gender-integrated platoons.
Okay.
These young men and women that volunteer to serve.
See, okay, I think that's if I'm not mistaken, I think that's actually new, because I was talking to some people before, and they were saying that like some people that I know, and they were saying that used to not be a thing. I think I've seen like some other people's like videos, and they said that was kind of new. So yeah, okay. So I guess I don't know if I will be, but I wonder, like, is that going to be like the standard, like going forward, like everybody's integrated in together?
They show up to us as civilians, and then we take them through a transformative process to turn them into soldiers.
You just go to the position of attention, and you stay in position of attention.
On a rain-soaked week in February, we spent 4 days inside the Army's Maneuver Center of Excellence, which trains soldiers to serve in the infantry and armor branches. We saw different companies at various stages of training. On day 1, new infantry recruits on a bus from the Atlanta airport arrive at the 30th AG Battalion headquarters, where all new recruits are received.
Listen up! You ain't got one here for you at this point. It's yes, drill sergeant, no drill sergeant. You understand? Yes, drill sergeant! And I tell you, you will pass your folders to the front.
The minimum age to enlist in the Army is 17, and the maximum age is 35. The base salary for an entry-level private is about $20,000 a year.
Let's go! 30 seconds!
20,000. Look, man. Look, man. 20,000 is. Whoo. I don't know how much I'll be making. I don't know. I don't even know what my job is going to be. For those of you guys, obviously you see I'm still at the beginning stage. I was about to say, for those of you that don't know, like, where I am in the process, like, I have to turn this in. Then I'm taking the ASVAB. Then I'm doing, what's it called? I think like MEPS or something like that. Somebody's told me. Not somebody. The recruiters told me. And then after that, then I get set up to get ready to leave. And to kind of explain why it's taking me so long, like why don't I just do it today? I'm getting married in about 2 months. And also my wife said, well, soon to be wife, because I was going to leave like 2 days after. This is what I told the recruiter. I was like, yeah. He was like, I can get you. He said, when are you looking to leave? And I was like, man, as soon as possible. I said, right, like after I get married. And he was like, he said, we can have you leave because I'm getting married on the 11th of July. He was like, we can have you leave like the 12th or the 13th if that works for you. And I was like, yeah. And then my fiance was like, no, you are not. She was like, we are going on a honeymoon. So I talked to him again. He was like, yeah, that's fine. He was like, we can get that adjusted. He was like, the main thing is kind of just getting the paperwork and stuff going. He's like, and then we can sort through all those details as we get closer. So I was like, okay. And I was finishing up school and stuff this past year too. So now that I got all that stuff done, so now I'm right here, like about to start it, in basically just a few days. But yeah, so I was gonna try to leave sooner, but she was not going for it. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Hurry up! Find your bag!
Once they're off the bus, the first order of business is establishing the code of conduct.
Because I promise you, if you don't pay attention to what I'm about to tell you, you're going to make your Army career very short. You treat everybody with dignity and respect, regardless of race, religion, color, national origin, gender, sexual orientation, and all other protected categories. Yes? Yes, Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature.
Question. All right. Anybody know like? All right. So you see how like some of these dudes are already like suited up right here, but then there's other guys that are just like super regular. Like what is that? Like why are these guys already like in stuff, and then these guys are like just like me? They just like showed up. These dudes seem like they're already suited and booted. Let me know about that in the comments.
Sexual assault is any unwanted physical contact in a sexual nature. So if you put your hands on another individual and you're not instructed to, or you're not saving their life, and they file a sexual assault, and it comes down that you put your hands on this individual when you weren't supposed to, that is going to be on you. You will get kicked out of the military.
Wait. Does that apply to like guy on guy too? Because I mean, I could understand the guy to girl. That's common sense. Just don't touch. Just don't put your look. Just talk to them. And say very structured sentences. That makes sense. But like a guy, can you imagine like if a guy like you just was like, hey, what's up, man? And then he was like, yo, why are you touching me? And then he like reported you for that. That would be kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, I wonder if this has ever happened. Like, if I guess, are they called recruit? Yeah, it says Army recruits here. Like, if a recruit has tried to do that, like, to one of these drill sergeants that have gotten into their face, that would be crazy too. Because, I mean, technically, I guess, like, that's touching, right? So somebody let me know if you have a story about that. I'm just interested to see, because like that sounds like such vague wording. Like it's so ambiguous. It's like anything could be kind of classified into that. You know what I mean? All right.
And then you'll probably have to file as a registered sex offender.
Jesus.
Do you understand?
Before they go inside, the new recruits learn some basic commands and standing positions.
Everyone look down at their toes. You should be able to fit a slice of pizza in between your toes. If you look around, they're gonna see you, because you're taller than everyone else! Quickly!
That does kind of suck. You had a great point there to that guy. Like he can't really get by with anything because he is taller than everybody. And I always wanted to be tall, but then like in situations like this, no, it makes sense as to why you just kind of want to be average height. But anyway, going to the feet thing too, I've always wondered why they stood like that. Just like from watching videos and stuff. But I guess that is the most like relaxed position though, huh? Because like they always say like don't lock your legs out because like you could pass out. So I'm guessing if you have to stand there for a long time, if your legs are like this, then I guess you can't really like lock them out though. So that makes kind of sense. So fitting a pizza in between there. Cool.
Grab one and go, it's all the same!
The recruits grab the snack that's waiting for them inside, consisting of a fruit cup, sunflower seeds, a granola bar, and a juice box.
Watch the video!
Wait, he said this is snack, right? Like this is not their dinner, right? A juice box and some sunflower seeds? This looked like this was nighttime too. Woo! Look, somebody told me too that I'm gonna alright, so I'm not a crazy big dude, but like I'm good size. Like right now I'm 230. I plan on dropping down right before this, right before going to the Army. I'm gonna drop down to like 220. That's my idea. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. If y'all watch any of my other videos, you see that like I typically do like 6 miles of cardio every day right now. And people keep telling me, they're like, yeah, once you're in, you're going to drop like 10 to 15 pounds. But I thought that would just be from, from exercising like non-stop. Like, and I didn't think they would just, feed you like little birdie snacks. I've heard people say like, you got to eat super fast. You may not be able to finish a meal. Like, just from different stuff. But man, you gotta have the fuel to, be successful. Whew, I just don't want to come back like a string bean. I don't want to be teeny tiny. Like I want to still stay above 200. But if this is what they're feeding you, and I don't know how that's possible. Oh boy.
Since 1775, the Army has been the bearer of our nation's strength in every crisis or conflict. Make no mistake about it. The journey you are embarking upon will not be easy, but you wouldn't be here if we didn't think you couldn't meet the challenge.
Listen up, your last 4-year social.
After being welcomed, recruits begin what's known as processing, which can take 1 to 2 weeks before their actual training begins.
In a little bit, we'll give you a period to go in a room by yourself.
First, they're given one last chance to discreetly dispose of prohibited contraband, like drugs, alcohol, tobacco, and inappropriate photographs.
Bro, first of all, if you brought something like that there, yo, you got a major issue. Like, man, I would not, dude, all I plan on taking with me is my phone, my wallet, like, I guess my keys for my car, I guess, I don't know. Maybe not even those, but that's about it, man. Like, I'm not bringing a bunch of stuff. So if you brought like drugs and all this type of stuff, this is not summer camp, buddy. Like it's like it's a career, like a professional career though. So like you already got your priorities out of line though, in my opinion. That's just me.
If any photo you possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them.
Did he say less than a bathing suit?
And inappropriate photographs.
If any photo you possess on your phone is less than a bathing suit, you will not have it. You will delete them all.
So that means there will be no while you're there. Woo, get all types of backed up. That's all right. That's all right. I'll just spend some extra time with my wife before I go, and I guess a lot of extra time once I get back.
Recruits get rid of contraband in an amnesty room, where they dispose of it by throwing it down a metal chute.
Is everybody confused on what you can and cannot have?
The next morning, the recruits report to the barber shop, where one barber has...
You know, man, I've thought about that a lot. This part right here. Because it's not like I'm in love with my hair, but I do enjoy having my hair. But it's not that tough though. Like the haircut I get, like it's nothing crazy. You know, I could probably just take a little bit off because I already get it like tapered on the sides and stuff. You know, and pretty I guess high already. But, you know, just losing it already, I've been thinking about that. I'm like, man, I'm going to basically be bald-headed for like 20-something weeks. You know, that's just, whoo. But, you know, I guess low maintenance. So that's kind of cool.
Has worked at Fort Benning for almost 60 years.
I've been here ever since 1963. That's a long time. I should have been retired a long time ago. But I wake up in the morning now, I be wanting to come out here and go to work.
Recruits are issued uniforms. They receive a series of immunizations and vaccines.
That's another thing I'm not looking forward to, is all the shots that I've heard you got to get. And I'll kind of address this more in the second one for the new year of 2021. But apparently what I've been hearing is too, you got to get a COVID shot this year. And I've already been kind of on the fence about a COVID shot anyway. But I guess when I signed up for this, that's out the window. Relinquish all your rights. So you got to do it. So, but yeah, I've heard people say that. I think it's like 5 or 6 shots, something like that. They're just poking you. And I was like, all right, great.
And get their official photo taken, along with myriad housekeeping details that fill up their 1 to 2 week stay in processing.
Hey, sit up straight.
That is, until processing ends. And the time for training finally arrives.
Let's go. Grab your bags and go.
We found a company of recruits about to begin training in the armor school.
Those are bridle.
These recruits are about to be picked up
That guy looked
and
young.
taken to their barracks, where they'll reside for the rest of their training.
Let's go. You guys are going to the front bus. Go.
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins.
Game time.
Like one recruit who decided to stay behind.
Wait, what? He decided to stay. Buddy, you just went through all this. Hold on, let me find out. You just went through all that poking and sticking and all that. It looked like those guys looked like they were half asleep. So I wonder if they stayed up all night, like doing this stuff. You just went through all that and you're just gonna... Dude, I think... Just imagine how disappointed people back home are gonna be in him. Like, he probably told all his friends he was leaving, he was going off, blah, blah, blah. Then he's gonna be back home in a couple of days. And what are you gonna tell him? Man, I couldn't do it. First day, I just chickened out. Like, what? Bro, you're there now. You might as well just do it.
Let's go. You guys are going to the front bus. Go.
This is the last chance for recruits to change their minds before training begins.
Don't chicken
like
out.
One recruit who decided to stay behind. This short bus ride from processing to their new barracks will be the most peaceful moments these recruits will experience for a while. What happens next is known as the shark attack.
Run! That goes on who you want. You will run. Everyone you freaking go. Go. Run. Run. They say what? Get your bags up right now. Get your bags up. This way. Let's go. You're a tough guy. Don't move. Do something. Do something. That's what I thought. Why are you still not understanding? He just said it.
Well, it's really just a little shock to the system so we can break them down to build them back up.
I was gonna say, yeah. I mean, I don't really mind people yelling at me. So I don't really feel like I'll be fazed by this point right here. Let's replay this part of the video in like 6 months. But I really don't, just because I mean, I grew up my whole life playing sports. I've played at higher level sports too. You know, especially here in the South, most of your coaches yell at you about anything and everything. So I guess I won't say I'm used to it, because I'm sure this is way different of a situation, because there's stress involved with the yelling too, like high intensity stuff all day. But I'm saying just as far as the aspect of just the yelling part, my whole thing is I plan on just going in, doing exactly what they tell me to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Just follow the rules. And just go from there, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Like I'm more so excited than I am like nervous or anything like that.
We're breaking a lot of habits from the civilian world, and nothing better than a little shock to the system to establish that drill sergeant is in charge to let us start our training.
Pick up your bag and hold it.
The recruits spend much of the shark attack holding their heavy rucksacks above their heads,
Those things are big.
which takes a physical toll.
Why is that so difficult? You can't pick that bag up. You decided to join the army and you can't pick that bag up. Right side bag, right side bag.
That's why he was looking like that.
After about 20 minutes, the intensity begins to subside, and the drill sergeant's tone changes.
We only produce.
That probably felt like the longest 20 minutes of their lives. Like, that probably felt like it was 2 hours.
The best soldiers in the United States Army.
Before training officially begins. After the shock and awe of the shark attack, things do
cool.
appear to calm down.
It's a video. It's
a movie.
Alpha 347. I always wanted to be a star.
We found this group of infantry soldiers in week 11 of their training, practicing on the firing range. The mood was much more relaxed.
Try to get 8 up on my level.
And their conversations with their drill sergeants are conducted at normal volumes, like when this drill sergeant educated the recruits on the meaning of the military expression 8 up.
Is a piece of 8 up gum good? You don't want something that's 8 up, right? You want something fresh. You break the seal, it smells like olive oil, right? Okay.
That dynamic changes because we want the soldiers to become
makes
more
sense.
critical thinkers. At that point, we are turning into more coaches and mentors. We dial it back a little bit, so we don't want them frightened. We want them to be comfortable and in a state of mind that is receptive to learning and performing at that level.
Up to 241 hours of infantry OSIT are devoted to marksmanship, where recruits fire about 2,500 rounds using the M4 carbine, as well as the M24.
I will say that's something I'm looking forward to, is like shooting guns. Like as you guys kind of know if you've been here before, like I got a bow over here. I got a couple of guns in the closet. I'm not like a fantastic shooter, but I like to shoot, but I don't go as often like as I would want to shoot. But yeah, man, I am looking forward to that. Like, I don't really know what job I'm gonna do yet. Like, I want to do something medical, so I guess I won't really like have to do. I won't have to do anything like much with a gun. But how I understand it is, you still have to go through what is this, small arms training. I think that's what they said while you're in basic. But I'm actually looking forward to that though, just to see. You know, I think it'd be cool.
9 Squad Automatic Weapon, or SAW.
We create lethality. We create expert marksmen at their individual weapons, because as an infantry soldier, that's what we're asking them to do.
Oh, so that's infantry? Okay.
Recruits get one of the most painful parts of training out of the way early.
Once we check your seal, you will not touch your ProMat.
This group of infantry recruits was exposed to CS gas, or tear gas, in week.
Okay, I've heard about this a few times. I've heard some people say that it's like, it's not that bad. Like, once you go through, you can tough through it, and you'll be fine. And then I've heard like some people are like, no, but it's intense. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it though, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't really know, because all the videos I've seen of people going through it, everybody's throwing up everywhere, snot spitting everywhere, and it just looks like it sucks. So we'll see.
One of their training.
You're going to continue to file in until we tell you to stop. You're going to place your back against the wall.
The recruits spend about 5 minutes inside the gas hut.
Yeah, see this part, everybody's just like, oh my god.
The gas hut, the recruits are told to flap their arms
slobbering
like
over there
to remove excess gas from their uniforms. According to a drill sergeant, the effects of the gas begin to wear off after about 4 minutes.
That probably seems
Some
like a
training
super
moves
low.
indoors, like combatives, where recruits learn hand-to-hand self-defense tactics.
We're trying to teach them to achieve a dominant body position. So get out of one negative position and then switch roles so they end up having the upper hand in a fight.
During combatives training, recruits warm up with a particularly painful-looking exercise, referred to as the EO. While laying on their backs, they have to engage their core to wiggle across the entire room.
They use their momentum, shoulder blades, their core to help them create space, warm up the body.
Recruits work up a major appetite during training.
Yeah, let's get to the food.
Fort Benning is big, and they're not always within range of the dining facility. When they're training in the field, recruits are issued MREs.
I've heard about these.
Meal ready to eat. Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian pasta with taco sauce, along with an.
Let's go back and look at that.
MREs, which stands for meal ready to eat. Each comes with an entree, like this vegetarian.
This kind of looks like my tuna packets that I eat. So that's not that bad then. All right. Yeah. See, I can do that. I just need more than a doggone juice box and sunflower seeds. Yeah, so I could definitely do this right here. I don't know how it tastes, but yeah. We can make that work though.
Pasta with taco sauce, along with an assortment of items like mixed fruit, an energy bar, and this instant French vanilla cappuccino. Recruits just add water.
I'm definitely not drinking any coffee. I love coffee. Like, I drink coffee just about every single morning. But I feel like if I eat that type of stuff and then I drink a coffee and then I try to do work after that, like more running around, dude, I will absolutely crap myself everywhere. And I feel like that would be the worst thing. Or you'll just have the bubble guts the whole time. And then that just sounds like that'll suck just as bad. So definitely I'm going to stay away from that and just eat the food. So but it didn't look terrible. It doesn't look like it tastes amazing, but it looks like it's just mush. Like, it's just calories. Like, here you go. You know what I mean?
Shake it up and enjoy. Once they're fortified, recruits return to their training. Recruits spend up to 60 hours in training known as MOUT, which stands for Military Operations in Urban Terrain.
Door left, door left. One man calls door left.
Infantrymen are expected to fight in different types of terrain and survive and win the fight. Right now, they are getting their first taste of what that's like in an urban environment.
Rolling T. All right, coming up.
In operations across Afghanistan, Iraq, we are conducting clearance operations, and it's applicable wherever we go.
Boom.
It's important for the future soldiers' muscle memory because they are working as a team with minimal communication, and they have to understand how that coordination works together.
Do it again.
After 22 weeks of training, these infantrymen are ready to leave Fort Benning. Friends and family gather to watch their soldiers graduate on NOA Field.
They look like soldiers, they act like soldiers, they're carrying their head high. I have trainees that were not alive when 9/11 happened. I think that's pretty powerful that I still can find American citizens that want to volunteer to serve their country when we continue to ask them to go to combat.
These new infantrymen don't have long to greet their loved ones.
Get on the bus!
Dang.
Or say goodbye to their friends.
You've been gone 22 weeks, and they're like, all right,
leaving Fort Benning
wrap it up.
Begin their service in the United States Army.
Dang. All right, man. So yeah, nah, I'm still sold. I'm still going. I'm definitely still going. For a while there, I was kind of unsure on, like, I guess which branch I wanted to do. But I think I like Army, so yeah, I'm definitely going. So yeah, that wraps up part 1. I'm actually just about to go right over and do part 2 here in just like 2 minutes. But yeah, I don't know for sure though what job. I guess what the ASVAB will tell you what jobs you qualify for. And so I gotta take that here soon. That's probably what I'll try to set up these next couple of days after I get like this turned in, and then yeah. So I'll keep you guys up to date with how my process is going and what everything is looking like. But yeah, let's go into part 2. Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, check out my podcast. It's called the Ambitious Journey Podcast. You can actually find our videos of that podcast on YouTube. If you just go over to our YouTube channel and type in Ambitious Journey Podcast, it'll be right there. Or you can just listen to the audio of our podcast on any major platform that you listen to podcast on. Ooh, we're still on the road to 5K. Oh, that's what I wanted to say too. Also, guys, anything that I talk about like in these videos, like Dylan's like with me, whether it be like the podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that, you can find all that stuff in the description section of my videos. It'll all be right there. Oh yeah, we're still on the road to 5K. We're almost there. Thank you guys. But with that though, we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna do a hat with my channel's logo, like this one right here, a t-shirt with my channel's logo, and a gift card. But I think that's all I got. Yeah. Then we're gonna jump into part 2. So till next time.